What's up, basketball fans? Welcome back to the Richest channel. Today, we're diving into the incredible journeys of some of the biggest names in the NBA. From rookies to NBA riches, these players have defied the odds to become legends of the game. Get ready for a roller coaster of inspiration. At number 10, Jimmy Butler, the rise of a true grit. Jimmy Butler grew up in the midst of chaos, with parents battling drug addiction and the constant instability of homelessness. At the tender age of 13 years old, his mother, Londa, in a fit of anger, drove him out of his home, saying, "I don't like the look of you, you gotta go." And just like that, Jimmy found himself homeless at 13 years old and had to rely on the kindness of friends and their families just to have a roof over his head. When life threw him curveballs, Jimmy played basketball. His life took a turn for the better when he became friends with Jordan Leslie. Leslie told his parents about Jimmy, and they soon adopted Jimmy into their family, providing him the love and stability he dearly needed. Thanks to them, his game improved and he got noticed by NBA scouts. In 2011, Jimmy became Chicago Bulls' number 30 pick. He stormed into the NBA and transformed himself into a defensive dynamo and a highlight-making machine. Currently with the Miami Heat, Jimmy is proof that a tough past can be a springboard. And oh boy, what a springboard his was, as it catapulted Jimmy from homeless to earnings of $47.8 million. This 34-year-old has bagged endorsement deals with Chinese shoe brand Li Ning and other companies like Tag Heuer and Beats by Dre. He keeps proving that he is not just a star athlete, but a beacon of resilience and success. At number 9, Paul George, PG-13's redemption story. Paul George's journey to becoming an NBA top earner is a comeback story that even Hollywood might envy. Imagine going from a kid who almost quit basketball to one of the league's highest-paid stars. A self-described terrible basketball player in his early years who even considered ditching the game altogether but decided to give it one last shot. And oh boy, are we glad he did. Fast forward to draft night, and George was the Indiana Pacers' number 10 pick. But what's a comeback tale without its share of adversity? In a chilling moment that could give anyone goosebumps, George suffered a gruesome leg injury during a Team USA scrimmage in 2014. It was a dark period in his career, and many doubted whether he'd ever return to his pre-injury form. But that's where our hero's story truly begins. George embarked on a journey of recovery, determined to prove the doubters wrong. It wasn't just about getting back on the court, it was about coming back stronger than ever. With relentless dedication and countless hours of rehab, George made his triumphant return to the NBA. And what a comeback it was! He not only regained his form, but elevated his game to new heights. His performances with the Indiana Pacers and later with the Oklahoma City Thunder showcased his unwavering determination and ability to rise above adversity. Now, George's journey isn't just about basketball. It's about embracing every aspect of life with renewed passion. And that journey not only led this 33-year-old to the Los Angeles Clippers, but also to our list with earnings of $51.5 million and endorsement deals with the likes of Gatorade, AT&T, American Express, 2K Sports, and Nike. At number 8, James Harden, the beard's evolution. James Harden, the beard-rocking magician on the court, has a basketball journey that's as captivating as his game. Harden was a standout player in college, and on draft night in 2009, he was selected as the 3rd overall pick by Oklahoma City Thunder. Harden's ability to orchestrate the offense, draw fouls, and score from practically anywhere on the court made him an offensive juggernaut, and the Brooklyn Nets signed him up. He has defenders scratching their heads, fans jumping out of their seats, and analysts trying to figure out if there was a limit to his offensive arsenal. Currently playing for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harden's skills have earned him some serious recognition both on and off the court, and to our top earning list with $55.1 million. This 34-year-old is also an entrepreneur and the brain behind 13 Endeavors, a company with investments in brands like Saks and Therabody. He also has endorsement deals with Adidas, Pura, and Gauff. Harden's story is a testament to the fact that when you combine talent with a dash of charisma, the sky's the limit. At number 7, Damian Lillard, the Dame Time phenomenon. Damian Lillard, often known as Dame Time, went to an overlooked college, but he didn't let this stop him. He became a scoring machine, capturing the hearts of those who paid attention, NBA scouts. And in 2012, the Portland Trail Blazers grabbed him as their number 6 pick on draft night. Now, let's talk about his game-winning shots. Damian Lillard has an uncanny ability to embrace the pressure of the final seconds. His signature, deep three-pointer over Paul George in the 2019 playoffs will forever be etched in NBA history. This 33-year-old's endorsements, including deals with brands like Adidas, Tissot wristwatch, Toyota, and Oakley eyewear, have also solidified his presence beyond the court and onto our list with earnings of $58.6 million. Damian Lillard isn't just a star. He's a symbol of what's possible when you refuse to back down and always believe that it's Dame time. At number 6, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers' silent brilliance. Klay Thompson, the sharpshooting maestro, is a fascinating figure in the world of basketball. At 33 years old, he's already etched his name in the annals of NBA history, and his journey is filled with intriguing twists and turns. In college, he was the kind of player who could drop threes from anywhere on the court, and his ability to light it up from beyond the arc was nothing short of mesmerizing. It was no wonder when the Golden State Warriors selected him as the 11th overall pick on draft night. Little did they know that they had just landed a player who would become one half of the iconic Splash Brothers duo alongside Stephen Curry. It didn't take long for Klay to showcase his three-point shooting prowess in the NBA. He became known for his lightning-quick release and his knack for draining threes in the most pressure-packed moments. He sure has thrown a three-pointer into our list with earnings of $60.9 million. Klay's earnings and endorsements prove he isn't just a great shooter, but also a savvy businessman. His partnerships with brands like Anta Sports Products, PepsiCo, Tissot, Mercedes-Benz, Hugo Boss, and many more have added considerably to his fortune. And let's not forget Just Live CBD, a brand he co-founded with 3 other athletes. Klay's journey is a fascinating blend of talent, work ethic, and business acumen. At number 5, Russell Westbrook, the triple-double king's grit. Russell Westbrook was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics in 2008 and soon became one of the league's most exciting point guards, known for his triple-double ability. Westbrook didn't just record triple-doubles, he redefined what it meant to be a triple-double machine. In the 2016-2017 season, he averaged a triple-double for the entire season, a feat that hadn't been accomplished in decades, and a feat which had him traded to the Lakers in 2021 and has now landed him with the Clippers. But it's not just his on-court prowess that's impressive. Westbrook's earnings and endorsement deals are a testament to his impact both in and out of the game, earning $82.1 million with his off-court exploits, accounting for almost half of his earnings. This 34-year-old's business exploits definitely make him one to watch. He owns 10 auto dealerships. Did you hear that? 10 auto dealerships all across America. He also has an eyeglass brand, Westbrook Frames, and a clothing brand, Honor the Gift. That's not all. He has endorsement deals with brands like Hennessy and Nike. At number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. Our story begins in Athens, Greece, where Giannis grew up. Born to Nigerian immigrant parents, he faced challenges many couldn't imagine. These challenges helped forge his incredible work ethic and determination and led him to Milwaukee Bucks in 2013 as their number 15 pick. As Giannis settled into the league, his performances were nothing short of mesmerizing. His combination of size, athleticism, and ball-handling abilities was unlike anything seen before. He could glide from half-court to the rim in the blink of an eye, a feat that earned him the moniker Greek Freak. His dunks are jaw-dropping, and his defensive prowess make him a force to be reckoned with. Giannis's talents on the court didn't just earn him accolades, they also translated into an impressive paycheck of $87.6 million. And guess what? This 28-year-old gets more than half of his earnings from his off-court endeavors. Giannis's endorsements with brands like Nike, Amazon, Epic Games, Breitling, and Google showcase his global appeal. Speaking of global appeal, have you seen the movie Rise? A biopic about Giannis's life, which was produced by none other than Disney. Whether he's soaring for a dunk or inspiring fans with his incredible rise, the Greek Freak continues to captivate the world with his extraordinary journey. At number 3, Kevin Durant, the scoring machine's ascent. Kevin Durant, also known as KD, was a raw talent with endless potential, a fact that would soon catch the eye of basketball scouts and enthusiasts everywhere. And sure enough, in the 2007 draft, he was selected as the second overall pick by the Seattle Supersonics. He soon became known for his deadly scoring ability, with a silky smooth jump shot that seemed unstoppable. He joined the Brooklyn Nets in 2019 and was traded to the Phoenix Suns early this year. This 34-year-old's incredible skills on the court translated into earnings of $89.1 million. More than half of this comes from his lucrative off-court business ventures and endorsement deals. His company, 35 Ventures, has investments in over 80 companies. From online banks like Mercury to trading apps like Robinhood and fitness tracking app, Whoop. He also has endorsement deals with Dapper Labs, Coinbase, Nike, and a few other companies. His business acumen and investments beyond basketball have contributed to his impressive financial portfolio. At number 2, and no surprise, Stephen Curry, the Splash Brothers architect. Stephen Curry, the baby-faced assassin, has a basketball journey that reads like a modern fairy tale. In college, Curry was like a one-man highlight reel, lighting up the scoreboard with his seemingly unlimited range. His time at Davidson was a masterclass in long-distance sniping, and it was clear that he was destined to make waves in the NBA. On draft night in 2009, the Golden State Warriors snapped him up as their 7th overall pick. This marked the beginning of a three-point revolution that would change the game forever. Now, let's talk about those mesmerizing three-point shots. Curry isn't just a shooter. He's a three-point sniper with a limitless range. He'd pull up from way beyond the arc, leaving defenders and fans alike in awe. Splash Brothers became synonymous with Curry and Klay Thompson, and they turned the Warriors into a dynasty. This 35-year-old's wizardry with the ball didn't just earn him accolades, it also earned him big bucks. $100.4 million in earnings. His endorsements with Under Armour gave birth to the iconic Curry line of basketball shoes, and his partnerships with cryptocurrency platform FTX, JP Morgan Chase, Rakuten, Callaway Gauff, as well as his entrepreneurial ventures with his production company, Unanimous Media, all show his ability to throw three-pointers both on and off the court. To crown it all, at number 1, LeBron James, the King. LeBron James, the basketball prodigy, was a kid in Ohio with a hoop dream, who quickly became a local legend, dominating the high school basketball scene. The scouts took notice, and when the time was right, he was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers as their number 1 pick. But what truly sets LeBron apart are his iconic moments on the court. From his thunderous dunks that shake arenas to his jaw-dropping no-look passes that leave defenders baffled, LeBron has consistently redefined what's possible on a basketball court. His chase-down blocks became legendary, embodying his never-give-up attitude. He soon joined the Los Angeles Lakers and quickly became the driving force behind the Lakers' resurgence, leading them to an NBA championship in 2020. This 38-year-old's talents on the hardwood translated into massive contracts and endorsements with brands like Beats by Dre, Walmart, Nike, and PepsiCo. He is also a part owner of the fast-growing pizza chain, Blaze Pizza. All these ventures bring his earnings to a staggering $1 billion, making him the first active NBA player to become a billionaire. All bow to the king. Here's where it gets crazy. $900 million of this amount comes from his off-court partnerships. Talk about the off-court impact of a true king of the game. And there you have it. Remember, no matter where you start, hard work, determination, and a relentless love for the game can take you to incredible heights. If you found these stories as inspiring as I did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more legendary content, and hit that notification bell to never miss a beat. Until next time, keep ballin'.